Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 4. We are present to you Mr. DIY queuing system for QMT342 Operation Research. This is our agenda for this presentation. First, we will present your introduction. Second, characteristic. Third, basic queuing system configuration. Fourth, problem statement. Fifth, solution. And sixth, last but not least, is solution. This is our group member, Muhammad Azim, myself 2021610918, Muhammad Shazwan 2021863334, Madelani 2021209168, and Aiza Farina Sahi 2021487164. We're going to the first is introduction. First, the location is at A7373A/73.B Jalan Badwin 3, Badwin Business Center, 35,000 Tapah, Perak, 35,000 Tapah. The operating hour is Monday until Sunday, 10 AM until 10 PM. So the business type is Mr. DIY is a Malaysia-based home improvement retailer, and the number of server is 2 server.
Next is we move to the characteristic of a queuing system. 2.1 is arrival characteristic. The size of calling population at Mr. DIY is unlimited, or we can call as infinite. The customer arrive at Mr. DIY at any time to make their purchase, such as stationery, household, electrical product, and more. We cannot make assumption on the size of the calling population because the customer tend to come at any time. Next is for the behavior of the arrival is patient customer. The customer waiting in the queue until they've been served at the cashier counter. For the pattern of arrival at the system is considered as a random. We cannot predict on the time of customer come to Mr. DIY. We assume for the arrival at Mr. DIY is following the Poisson distribution, where 40 customers per hour arrive at Mr. DIY. 2.2 Waiting line characteristic. The length of the line is unlimited. Customer arrive randomly to buy their necessary item at Mr. DIY. At the peak hour, the lines are long, and other times a few customers are in the line. Next is queue discipline. The queue discipline is first in, first out. We assume that the first come is the first will be served at the counter, rather than the last in, first out. 2.3 is service facility characteristic. The configuration of the service system is multi-channel. Mr. DIY has more than one server with its 2 counters, so that the customer is being served faster and adequately. Next is for the number of pairs is single pair system. Customer will receive service from one counter and then exit from the store. And last is the pattern of service time is assumed to follow the exponential distribution.
Basic queuing system configuration. Our group project are using a multi-channel and single-phase system. We are seeing the basic queuing system configuration for Mr. DIY has an arrival, queue, service facility, and serve unit. So I will explain more about the basic queuing system configuration for Mr. DIY. First, the arrival of customer. After they are selling item at the shelf at the Mr. DIY, they will queue to be served at the counter. After they arrive at the service facility, they will make the payment and they will exit the Mr. DIY.
Next is problem statement. There are 2 counters provided at Mr. DIY convenience store. Each counter are managed by one cashier who is paid at unit per hour and can serve one customer within 1 minute. Customer arrived at the counter at a rate of 40 customers per hour. Each customer takes 2 minutes waiting in the line to make a payment at the counter. The cashier estimates that the cost per hour a customer has to wait at the cashier's counter is 3 ringgit. The problem is, should Mr. DIY convenience store open another counter to satisfy the customers and make the waiting line clear and faster? Next is assumption of the model. First, an infinite calling population. Second, arrival rate follows Poisson distribution. Third, the queuing system is in normal condition. Fourth, identical counters. Fifth, unlimited queue length. Sixth, a first come first serve queue discipline. And the last one, service rate follow exponential distribution. Next is limitation. First is the location. The location of Mr. DIY convenience store is located at Pekan Tapah Perak. Next is the day we choose to investigate our queuing system is Saturday. Why we choose Saturday? Because Saturday is one of the day in a week where many customers will come to buy goods in Mr. DIY convenience store. Next is time range. We choose 5 p.m. until 6 p.m. because this time range is the peak hour for Mr. DIY convenience store.
Next, I am going to present the solution of our problem using QM. From the problem statement, we can get the information that server S equal to 2, arrival rate lambda equal to 40 customer per hour, and service rate mu equal to 1 customer per 2 minutes. In hour, it will become 30 customer per hour. Using the QM, we get average server utilization. Row is 0.67. Average number in the queue LQ is 1.07 customer. Average number in the system L is 2.40 customer. Average time in the queue WQ for hour is 0.03 hours and 4 minutes is 1.6 minutes. Average time in the system W for hour is 0.06 hour and 4 minutes is 3.6 minutes. Next, for this time, we use cost. For server cost CS 8 ringgit per time. For waiting cost CW 3 ringgit per time. After we did the calculation using QM, we got the total of cost of waiting due to time spent waiting in the queue, which is 90 ringgit 20 cent. For cost of waiting due to time spent in the system is 23 ringgit 20 cent. From the conclusion, we can see that Mr. DIY can fulfill the customer on time. Hence, the customer is happy with waiting time because refer to the average time, the customer only wait for 1.07 minutes to complete the purchase at the counter. That's all from us. Thank you.
This video shows the customer arrival and queuing at Mr. DIY.
Thank you for watching. Please like and share our video.